Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Come on in with your cup of coffee or warm tea that you like to drink first thing in the morning and join me for a little crafting time this morning. This is Jennifer with Creativity. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this morning I am here bringing greetings to you with coffee and cards. I have two great cards to share with you today. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this product to come back in stock so we can do this because I will be featuring a craft along at the end of this month on June 26th using this bundle, and you have an opportunity to grab a kit and come craft with me along with me during my Facebook Live. So this weekend, be on the lookout through email. If you're not on my email list, there's a link in this video. Please click on that link and join my email so you don't miss out, because I have some fun projects to share with you for the product, for the bundle that I'm using today. Now, it will not be the same cards, as I will be sharing different cards in the craft along, but this will give you an idea of the bundle that will be used in the craft along. And I will give more detail on that this weekend. Also in the video links, I have several upcoming events. I have kicked off June with a sizzling blast as we get ready to go into the summer months. And June is full of creativity, lots of fun. And if you're in the area where I am in South Carolina, our summer months are sizzling hot. So what better way to spend your summer than crafting? So click on some of the registration links, get registered for some crafting time, and let's have a blast together. All right, I think I've got my video on my desktop up and ready. That way, if anybody makes comments, I will be able to see them during the, while I am presenting the projects with you. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera over, and we're going to get started with sharing some things. And that way, I don't keep you too long. Plus, I got to go to work. Yes. Unfortunately, I cannot be in my craft room all day. I wish, but one day that is the goal. But until then, I am very thankful and blessed that I do have a job that supports this job, and I am able to do some projects with you first thing in the morning. All right, let's flip you around and get you all set. Ooh, don't go downhill there. All right. Trying to make sure my space is all cleared up. Yeah, that's my computer. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, guys? All right. So, remember Summer Special. Ooh, I got to put that in the video. I didn't put that in the clips. Remember the sand bucket for participating in for the month of June, July, and August. I am doing a summer promotion. And during the summer promotion, your name will go in the bucket. And see, and I've got my tickets ready to go in the bucket with your name on it. But you need to, in order to get names in the bucket for some drawings, I have decided, since the month of August is my birthday, we're going to do several drawings in the month of August for the summer promotion. So there's going to be different prizes, different drawings in the month of August. But the summer promotion, how you get entered, you place an order. Every time you place an order, your name goes in the bucket. Anytime you purchase a class, your name goes in the bucket. Anytime you attend a class, your name goes in the bucket. So get those names going, guys. I would love to share the summer promotion with you. And in August, we celebrate not only my birthday, but through the summer celebration of promotion. So get those three choices in, and your name will go in the bucket. Good morning, Dora. I hope you are doing well. All right, so my project today. Oh, real quick, I wanted to share with you. Who says summer camp is just for adults? I don't believe that. So we're ready to go on a summer camp. I will be doing a adult summer virtual camp June the 16th, 17th, and 18th. I will be going live. You have the chance to purchase the supplies and do it along with me. The registration information is in the link, so just click the link in the description of this video and you will get all the details. But we will be featuring the impression of bloom. And guys, what a perfect way to add this on to your kits now as an add-on, because we have that fabulous sale going on where you buy one bundle or one suite at full price, and then you get another bundle at half price. So if you order something, you can actually get this at a half price item. So that is amazing, guys. All right, so these are not the cards, but these are similar to what we will be making during the Blooms adult summer camp. And then there are several other ones that we will be doing as well. But this is the Adult Summer Sizzling Camp, June 16th, 17th, and 18th. It will be virtual. I will go live every night at 7 o'clock and present the projects you craft with me when you purchase the kits. I will make sure you have them in time, and that way you can have that with you. But this is the Adult Summer Camp. I would love for you to join me during that promotion. Also, I have my in-person card class, which is Monday, June the 9th. Make sure you register because I have to know how many kits to make, and also spaces are limited. So these are some of the projects that we will be doing using the beautiful muffias as well as the gallery blooms. Okay, so this is Monday night card class in person, June the 9th, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. If you're interested in that, make sure you RSVP for that. And I know you've seen me doing this project a lot because I have fell in love with that suite. All right, last advertisement. I feel like Sunrise Selling. This is going to be the bundle that is featured in Creativity Club, which is a monthly subscription. If you are interested in that, the link is in the description. Please click on that. I would love for you to come and join me in this set because here are some of the projects that you can do with this set. So this is the bundle that will be featured in Creativity Club this month. If you're interested in it, you can also get this bundle in your subscription and have free shipping and handling if you add this on to your monthly subscription. All right, so the information's in the video if you're interested in that. All right, I am ready to get started with our cutie project today. And remember, the projects we're doing today, I will be doing a craft along on June the 6th. So be prepared for another advertising of an event coming up. And this is the cutie that we're doing, Terrific Toadstools. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting forever for this set to come back into inventory. So it finally has. So I am able to offer my class that I want to do with this set. All right. So let's move all this out of the way because I got to have a lot of space today for our projects because they are so stinking cute. All right, here we go. Here is one of the cards. And then here is the other card. How stinking cute is that, guys? Oh, that is just so cute. I love it. I hope you do too. All right, so let's get started. We're gonna go with this one first because it's the I call it the Plain Jane, but it is still so cute and easy to do. All right, so what I've got here is early espresso cardstock. It is cut 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then I have two basic white cardstocks. They are both cut at 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. And they're both the same size. So we're going to put one on the inside and then we're going to decorate the other one. Actually, we decorate the inside too. We put the little mushrooms on the inside of that. Yes, Dora, I know you love the critters. I am actually getting there too. They are starting to really wear on me. I am starting, that is my go-to lately. And I'm not sure why, but I have enjoyed our little things. And let me just tell you, some new product that was just released for demonstrators to start pre-ordering. Oh my gosh. The little critters that they have for it is so cute. So be ready for other things to come out. We got to see some new product yesterday that was released for us to purchase. And so we'll see how this goes along here. All right, so let's do this. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp the inside first. And I'm going to be using Early Espresso and Pretty in Pink. Now, I have got tons of colors going on. So this one, it did require a lot of colors. I don't normally use this many ink colors in one card, but this one called for it. So let's have at it. All right, let me get all my little blocks here together. As one of my fellow church members used to say during one of our women's conventions, let me get all my ducks in a row before she would start our meetings. So let me get all my little blocks in a row here. That's how I'm going to say that because I don't have ducks, but I can give you a block. All right, so here we go. We're going to put our stem right down here in the corner. And I kind of put that kind of sideways just so my mushrooms was in it completely. And then I'm going to just tap it into my Early Espresso. And then we're going to just kind of angle it just like so and press down. And I hope I don't mess up my stuff. I re-inked some of my pads yesterday. So hopefully we're not going to kill it. All right, let me get my 3 little mushrooms here, and we're going to tap it into the Pretty in Pink. And then this is an overlay right on top of the mushroom stems, just like that. All right, so that is complete. So let's close these up. And like I said, I've got a lot of colors going on in this card, so we're going to just kind of put everything to the side and close up as I can so we don't make a mess. All right, now this is where the fun part gets in. You're going to see what I'm talking about with all the colors. So we are going to be using the Granny Apple Green, and that is going to be our greenery on our heel. So let's do this. We're going to tab again and make sure we've got our stamp pretty covered, because you want it to be a little heavy this time because we're stamping and stamping and stamping without re-inking. So you're only going to re-ink, you're only inking one time, but then you're going to stamp 3 times. All right, so let's see how we got this. We're going to stamp 1, okay, and then we're going to just kind of go up just a little bit, and we're going to stamp again. Come on. Okay. And then we're going to kind of stamp one more time. There we go. All right. Okay. Now we're going to close up this color because we're good with that. And then we're going to pull back out the Early Espresso. And then we are going to, where's my little stems? Hold up. Oh, goodness. Okay, guys, I know I've got it. Give me a minute. We're going to go ahead and put our stems down here. I got to figure out what I did with, we just used it. There it is. See? I knew I just had it. All right. So we're going to move these over. We're going to tab this down. And this one kind of goes over to the edge. Just like that. Okay. And now we're going to put this one. And then we're going to tap it into the Early Espresso. And this one is going to go, let's just put it right here. Okay. That's so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right. Then this one. It's going to go right there. Guys, these are turning out so good. So, so good. All right. So far, so good. And then we're going to put this one off to the side. Okay. All right. So that's all of our mushroom stems. Now let's take and do our actual mushroom tops now. We're going to use Pretty in Pink to get started. And that one's going to line up with these 3. I just love the photopolymer stamp sets because it makes it where you can see straight through them. All right. I got to close up some of these ink pads because somehow or another, I knew I would. I am getting the ink all over my fingers. All right, so now we're going to pull out Poppy Parade. And yes, my Poppy Parade needs to be re-inked. However, I don't have a re-inker, so I've got to get one on order. So hopefully, Poppy Parade's not going to disappoint me this morning. So I am pressing a little harder into my ink pad than I normally would, just so I can make sure I've got a good stamp image coming out. Oh, yes. Very good. All right. There is that. Now we need to put our other mushroom top on. The other one's going to go in Mellow Mambo, which is one of my favorite summer colors here because it is just so beautifully bright. Okay. is just bold. Alrighty. Now, our last little mushroom top is going to be done in pumpkin pie. When I hear that, that makes me start thinking of fall. And I'm not quite ready for fall, even though that's one of my favorite seasons. I want to enjoy summer too. So give me a little longer in the summer. All right. There is that. Let's close up these ink pads. Now we're ready. See what I told you about all the colors? I don't normally use this many, and whew, when I first started playing with this card last night, I was kind of nervous because, like I said, I do not use this many colors on a card, but it really stuck out with me last night when I was playing with it because I was excited that it finally come back in stock. All right, so we got early espresso, and my sentiment says popping up to say hi. And that is just going to go down at the bottom, just like that. Okay. Now, we are ready to assemble our card. And I got to get my tape adhesive. Oops, that one's out of ink. Oh boy. Give me a sec, guys. Okay. I have got my Stampin' Seal Plus. Now, you can use liquid adhesive or whatever adhesive that you are comfortable using. But I do like our Stampin' Seal Plus. It is great, but when it's down, it's down. So always remember that. When it's down, it's down. All right, we got our bone folder, and we're going to run it across the top of the card there on the side to give it that good seal. Now we're ready to adhere our front to our card base. And card number 1 is complete. All right. There is card number 1. Now for the envelope, what I did was I took the Granny Apple Green and I took our green heel and tapped it in. Woo! Y'all see that? I about messed up the card. All right, we're going to take our envelope and we're going to take our heel and we are going to stamp it in the bottom corner there. All right. And yes, I know I got it on my table. I'll get it up in a second. And then we are going to take our early espresso and do our stamp. Okay. And then we're going to take our Mellow Mumbo and our mushroom top and put on the card front. I mean, on the envelope. So that is the envelope. All right, let me close up these ink pads because I've done got ink on the front of my card base. So I got to figure out how to camouflage that before I can send it out, but we'll figure that out. All right, so here is card number 1. How about that? Isn't that gorgeous? Remember, there is a class coming using this set, so keep that in mind because that is just so cute. So cute. All right, let me get everything cleaned up so we can move into card 2. Maybe I should not have tried doing 2 cards this morning, but we're going to make it work, guys. I got a little carried away, and I was actually working on some other projects that I have to have ready for this weekend, and realized, hey, it was time to go live this morning. So I was a few minutes behind in signing on. Let me get all this cleaned up. You pretty much used almost all the stamps in the set for that one card. There's a few that we did not use, but there are several. Also, while I've got that going on here, while I'm cleaning this, remember the special that is going on from my Sunday Facebook Live, the online class. When you make a $40 purchase, you will get all 4 of the projects that I did Sunday night on the Facebook Live, and that link is also in this video for you. And then we have our virtual, let me make that statement too. We have our virtual scrapbooking class retreat coming up in July, and the registration for that is going on now as well. And I do have that information in the link for this video, so you can research that. And then finally, I have my Sipping Kit class on June the 22nd, and it is going to be a different one. I put a twist in it. We have some scrapbooking kits available, and that will be included this time in the Sipping Kit Fellowship class on June the 22nd. I have the registration in this link, description as well for that one. So any of the stuff that's going on, if you have questions, please let me know. Also, make sure you're joining my email list so you don't miss out on anything. And lastly, if you're not following me on Facebook, if you could follow me, that would be wonderful. And then if you give me a thumbs up on the video, I would greatly appreciate that as well. And then finally, if you're not on my YouTube channel, if you will hop over and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would appreciate that as well. All right, here is our second card that we're going to do this morning. Another really cute card using our Terrific Toadstool stamp set and punch. For this one, what I did is I am using the Smoky Slate cardstock, which is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a 2-inch by 5-inch strip of Designer Series paper that is the Country Lace Designer Series paper. So again, this is 2 inches by 5. And then I have a piece of basic white cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 4. And I use the 3D embossing folder on this one as well. And then for the inside, we have a basic white cardstock, and it is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I have a label for my sentiment, and this is coming out of the parental postage dies. All right, guys, let's get assembling. I won't do much talking on this one because we do have to get going, because my daughter and I are still carpooling. So it's been a challenging time, but very blessed that I get that time with my daughter, because as if you know me very well, I do not get very much time with my daughter because she stays so busy with my 3 grandkids. So the moments that I do get, I do treasure with her. And this is one of the things that we have been dealing with since Memorial Day. So I'm going to take advantage of it. But the stem for the mushroom on this one, I am taking the Smoky Slate, and I'm tapping it in. And then we're going to turn it just like we did the other one, slightly turn, and then put it down for our stem. All right. Now we're going to take our mushroom top, and we are going to use the Mellow Mambo color here. And we're going to tap that. And this is going to go right over that. All right. So that is the inside of the card. So we are good there. Now we need to have a piece of scrap paper. And I knew this. Why did I not already have that? That's not scrap. I said scrap. Reached in my junk bin here and I pull out a whole sleeve of them. All right, so here we go. This is what we're going to need to do. You can use the punch on some of this, and then some of it I just went ahead and I did the fussy cutting just because. So the stems we are going to use, is the Smoky Slate. All right, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get 3 of these already onto my card base here. And then I am going to just fussy cut these out just because I can cut them out pretty quickly. That part does not bother me with the fussy cutting. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and take our leaves. I'm going to go ahead and stamp everything that we need, and then I can fussy cut all at one time. All right, the other color for the leaves that we're going to use is the Old Olive. And we need 3. Ooh, hold on, something was in my thing making it stand funky. Okay, much better. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut these out really quick, guys. I know, some people don't like fussy cutting. It's just a matter of how you turn your snips in your paper. You let the snips do the work. You let the paper do the work. You turn the paper and you keep your snips still. And you can buzz it right on out of there. And it's okay if it has a little of the white on the outside of it, because when you punch or you use die cuts, it also has white siding on it. So that's not... The white don't bother me, but I know in some cases it bothers people. I have known people to use the dies or the punches and still cut all that white off. And I just don't do that. Because it's okay. All right. As we are wrapping up, if there's any questions, please make a comment. Again, give me that thumbs up and share the video, and look at the classes that are coming up in June. Hopefully there is something that you seem to be interested in and would like to come and join us. I know I am excited about all of them. Also, I'm excited about the virtual classes. I've done a few, but not many, and hopefully this is going to be a start of future events going virtual. And then I will, again, like I said, I will come back on Facebook, be live, and go from there. I know on one of them, it's my mom's birthday, so I will be doing a little adjusting for that one. I don't know if it'll be pre-recorded or if I will just adjust the time slot, but that is for the adult card class, or summer camp, not card class. That one is a summer camp. And I am really excited about that one because, boy, I would love to go to camp. I remember camp days when I was young, and then I also remember camp days when I was a Girl Scout leader. Whew. My girls used to take me all over the place when we were camping. Those are wonderful and fun memories that I have. It took me a very long time to even start camping with my Girl Scout troop, and then they finally convinced me to go. We had certain jurisdictions. I couldn't do certain things because I'm a Holiday Inn gal. So the woods and Holiday Inn are so different, but we did it and enjoyed every minute. And even to this day, I was a leader for about 22, 23 years. I was a Girl Scout leader. And to this day, I am still in touch with several of the girls that were in my troops. It is the fun memories that we have together from camping, and just seeing them do different things is wonderful. So anyway, let's get back to our toadstool card. We're almost there, and then we're going to put it together. All right, now we got to stamp our mushroom. Now, we are going to punch out our mushroom. So let me give you a piece of a tip on the mushroom punch. It is best if you stamp them upside down, so that way when you put the paper in the punch, it pops it out. So yes, punch it upside down, or stamp it upside down so you can punch it out correctly. Otherwise, you will be fussy cutting them. All right, so we're going to put one mushroom, and then another mushroom. And we do have to cut out one of the mushrooms because it did not come on the punch. So just the two medium-sized ones go on the punch. All right, so here we go. See, now I can just line this up, and it's going to punch them out. That's why it's great to punch them, stamp them upside down, so when you punch them, they come out correctly. If not, then you've got to twist and turn your paper to get it in there correctly to make it work. So my way is much easier to just stamp them upside down. I'm excited about doing this class with you guys. It is going to be a craft-along, so you will buy the supplies in advance. I will get them shipped out to you, and then I will come live, and you will get to craft with me as I assemble the cards. It's going to be a lot of fun doing a craft-along. I love crafting with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it as well. All right, we got to stamp our sentiment real quick. This sentiment is going to be just a little thank you, is what we are saying for this. All right. Oh, boy. I got to get going. My daughter's going to be knocking on my door if I don't hurry up here. All right, let's do this. Perfect. All right, time to put the card together. We are done stamping. All right, let's do this real quick. We're going to take our inside of our card base and take our inside white designer series, white cardstock, and we're going to adhere it to the inside of the card. Okay, and then we're going to fold this. This part will go fairly quickly in assembling it. we're going to take our embossed designer paper. I don't know why I keep calling that designer. Our basic white embossed cardstock. And we're going to take our designer series paper, and we're going to take and adhere our paper to the side, leaving a little white strip on the side, okay? It does not go completely against the card. Now we are going to take our little mushrooms, and we are going to put our dimensionals on these. Come on. We're going to put our dimensionals on here. We've got both sizes. We got the regular size and we need the minis. So make sure you get both of the dimensionals. All right, we're going to go ahead and put them on here just like so. And we're going to put that one there. Okay. Come on. All right. And then for these, I am going to use the minis because I don't want them showing anything there. All right. Now we are ready to put our card together. What I'm going to do is take the backs off of here, and I'm going to go ahead and put our stem on there, and then we will then put the tops on it. This will give us an idea of where our mushrooms are going to be. Okay. And then I do appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. I hope you enjoyed our projects, and I look forward to crafting with you very soon. I might pop in to do some talking about the upcoming classes once I get everything completed and ready to display everything this weekend. If not, then my next go live will be on Sunday, June the 8th. All right, so now that I've got those down, we need to take our leaves, and I am going to put those on using glue dots. And then they are just kind of tucked in the back there behind the mushrooms. And this one kind of goes back there. And then this one we tucked. And that's the other thing. Be careful where you put your dimensionals, because it does affect how you put your leaves in there. All right. Now this is ready to go on the card base. And then we will do the final touches on it. All right. There's that. Now we took the baker twine. Yes, we got the baker's twine, and I did the basic white that's in there, and I tied a bow, and I did a double bow. So let's do that. Let's get a double bow here. Hopefully this is going to go as quickly as it should. Don't cause me too many issues. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. All right, now we're going to take our glue dots for this, And this is going to go on with the glue dots. And it goes right onto the side of our label. And you can cut your strings to be the size that you want them. I'm going to leave mine just like that. We need to do our embellishments. I just had them. There they are. The embellishments that I'm using is called flat adhesive backed pearls. All right. Hopefully you can see those. They're so pretty. Actually, these are on the last chance list. So grab them while you can. They're flat, but they're pearls, and they got a shine to them. I'm going to put one here, and then let's take this one and stick up here. All right, guys, there is card number 2. How stinking cute is our little mushrooms? I love this project, and I hope you did too. Also, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed Wednesday. As I am carting off to work, this envelope, what I did is I just took and did the leaves on it. So there is the card with the envelope, and then there is the other card in the envelope. So I hope you have a wonderful and blessed Wednesday. I will be back on Sunday. And if you have any questions about any of the events going on, please reach out to me. I would love to talk with you and help get you registered for anything. And don't forget about the online class from Sunday. If you are interested in getting the projects that I did on Sunday, place a $40 minimum order, and then you will get all the cards that I did on Sunday for that. Also, don't forget, we've got the special going on where you buy the suite and you get a suite half off. And if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, guys, have a blessed Wednesday, and I will be back. Thank you.